Now, a battered 1960s Russian submarine moored in the River Medway is the somewhat unlikely film set for a new British movie about a B&B in Margate. They're filming a black comedy called The Fitzroy in the vessel's cramped confines over the next couple of days.
And the cast includes actors from The In-Betweeners and Casualty. And our reporter, Sarah Smith, is on board the submarine, which is just downstream of Rochester Bridge. And Sarah, this is quite a change of use for this vessel, isn't it?
Quite a change of use, yes. It was built in 1967 as a Soviet hunter-killer submarine, complete with 22 nuclear torpedoes. In fact, the shell of one of those is still on board here. These days, it's got a rather more benign existence. These days, it's used as an occasional film set. Then, of course, it might have lurked just a few miles from here out to sea. But now you go beneath the decks and you can see why the filmmakers love it so much.
The rusting hulk of the B-49 Soviet sub, from prowling international oceans armed with nuclear torpedoes during the Cold War to listing drunkenly in the Medway. Permanent home only to pigeons, but adored by film crews. For the movie The Fitzroy, the sub is a hotel moored off Margate in a post-apocalyptic 1950s.
Hello, boys.
It keeps all the characters self-contained. You know, they can't escape out into the world and they're in everybody's face. And you've seen how tight it is in here. They're kind of bumped up and having to live with each other. And that's kind of where a lot of the comedy in the film comes from, is the kind of juxtaposition between these characters.
Make them think this is the best hotel in the world.
It does bring some difficulties. Lots of banging of the heads. A few scrapes, elbows and stuff, and so you've really got to be wary of your step. It always throws new stuff at you. But it's great though, it's great.
During the Cold War, 75 submariners would have been down here for 3 months at a time. It's incredibly cramped and claustrophobic, but also incredibly atmospheric, and you can see why film crews are lining up to use it as a set.
So while it might have atmosphere in spades, what it doesn't have is space.
Oh my God, let me go!
Action.
Actor David Charles is used to working in a variety of unglamorous settings.
Cheers, lads. Oh, and Simon, don't worry about that Becky business. Dad's calmed down now. We're all your age once.
Well, for about the first half an hour, I was feeling a little bit seasick. But then once your brain adjusts that you're on a bit of a slant, it's actually quite good fun. But I spend about the first 10 minutes of the film asleep anyway.
Which in these conditions is quite a feat in itself. The Fitzroy is released this autumn.
Well, the submarine was decommissioned in the 1990s and brought from Russia, first of all, to London as a tourist attraction. But for several years now, its home has been here on the Medway at Rochester. And if you think she's looking a little bit past her best with all this rust everywhere, well, the owners tell me that they had planned to paint her from top to bottom. But in fact, the filmmakers that are coming in next said, no, they love this look, they love all the rust, it's just what they wanted. So for now, this is the way that she'll remain.
I think she looks great. Thanks, Sarah.
I'd love a look around. Really atmospheric. It's great, isn't it?